Is the Prime drink healthy? What is the best Prime flavor? And what is my favorite flavor of Prime? Well, I talk about all that and more on this episode of the Toddcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Toddcast. As always, I'm your host, Todd McManus. And of course, it is a hot summer Louisiana day. It rains today, of course, but as you know, it's pretty much summertime. No matter if it's the summertime beginning on the calendar or just in general, but I judge it by the weather, and it is definitely summertime because when it's 80 and 90 degrees outside and raining at the same time, you know it's summertime in Louisiana. So I got to cool down. When it's hot outside, you want a cool drink, and you may not be feeling water, but you may want something that is, low in calories, not really any sugar, and also has 10% coconut water. This isn't sponsored, by the way, but if you wanted a drink that's just really good, and in my opinion is one of my personal favorite drinks, at least right now, I'm going to have to choose a Prime hydration drink. Now, I've never reviewed a flavor of Prime on here yet, but Prime has become one of my favorite drinks in a long time, really. I used to just drink root beer as a kid, and for a few years now, I've been just drinking Diet Coke all the time. But Prime, when I can get it, and if it's available, because it's not really available as a drink in my local Walmart. It's mainly just like a few flavor of the sticks and some of the energy drinks, and I don't really like energy drinks that much. They're good. I've had a few of the Prime energy drinks, but the regular hydration drink it's magnifique. It's perfect. It just tastes so good. I've had at least every flavor once, but I've never had all of them back to back 9 times. So you can already tell what I'm getting to here is that right now on this episode, we are going to be doing a full review and a full tier list of all 9 flavors of Prime. I have an unopened bottle of every flavor, ranging from the original flavors to the brand new flavor that just released this summer. And I'm going to be opening all of them and sipping them. I'm not drinking all 9 of them on this episode, but I will definitely finish all of them before the end of the week, especially. But I'm going to be reviewing every one of them on my scale, which is 0 to 100 with no decimals, and also putting them on an official tier list that I was able to find with all of the flavors on there. And we will be ranking them on the tier list from S all the way down to F, like your normal tier list. I will assure you that all of these will definitely be S or A, or maybe B. There might be some Bs, but you might have to find out. Keep listening to this episode, and you'll definitely find out which ones those are. So, I guess we're just going to go ahead and start off. And if you want to see a picture of all of the flavors next to each other and a picture of the tier list itself, make sure you check out my Instagram page at _Toddcast_ only on Instagram, of course. And you can check that out. And yeah, you'll see where mine rank against yours. If you've had these, if you haven't even tried them, you should definitely try them though, because they're pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Ice Pop. Ice Pop, I think, was the first ever flavor of Prime that I had. And it's the first one that I can remember. I don't know if it was the first flavor with the next 4 or 5 that I'm going to be trying after that. There were a couple that started it. But Ice Pop is in a red, white, and blue bottle. And it definitely tastes like a Ice Pop, like the, what are they called? The red, white, and blue popsicles is what this kind of tastes like. But let's crack it open. All of these are cold, by the way. Because you gotta have a cold Prime. But each Prime, pretty sure all of them, well, most of them are either 20 to 25 calories with 1 gram of sugar and 10% coconut water. And apparently they're going to be like taking the place of Gatorade and Powerade which I don't like either Gatorade or Powerade. I would choose Prime any day of the week. I wish this was around when I was a kid, because I'd be chugging these things. But yeah, like, they hydrate you, they make you feel good. There's no caffeine in it or anything, so it's like you're able to drink this, and not stay up all night. You're able to drink it if you're outside working or having fun, doing whatever. This still isn't sponsored, by the way, but I mean, hey, if they are, I would definitely take some Prime to be sponsored. So, Ice Pop has a very nice smell, by the way, and we're going to go ahead and just try Ice Pop and see where it ranks on the tier list. Oh, that's good. Ice Pop, very cool, crisp flavor. A great way to start. It's a great first flavor to have, because it doesn't really have a distinct flavor like an orange or a grape or something like that, because it's just Ice Pop. Like, what is Ice Pop, But it's a great taste, great flavor. The only problem I have with ranking and reviewing it is that I already have had every one of these others at least once. So I already kind of know where I'm going to rank them in my head a little bit. But I would give Ice Pop a good A, because it tastes like it has a lot of sugar, but the thing is like, it doesn't. And that's where it's like, people get confused, I feel like, is that when you drink it, it definitely tastes like it has sugar. And it does. It has 1 gram. But it definitely tastes like it would have like 10 or more. But that's what I like about it, is that it tastes like it has it, but it doesn't. And that's what everybody wants. You want it to taste good, but also be like either somewhat or all the way healthy for you. Everybody wishes that, But Ice Pop, I'm going to put it on an A tier. And to rank it on my official score, I would probably give this a solid... I would give this an 87 out of 100. It's good. I like it. There's no particular thing I can trace it to for the taste. It tastes like it has a lot of sugar, even though it doesn't. But still, 87 is a great score for my standards anyway. But yeah, Ice Pop with a solid 87 in the A tier. So now we're going to go with the next flavor, which is an all-red bottle, and that would be Tropical Punch. Now, of course, if you don't know, Prime they actually had their own Super Bowl commercial, but it is a company made by the YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul. Give a shout out to them, and they've really outdone themselves with this drink right now. It is top tier, top notch type drink. But Tropical Punch is it's not really a favorite flavor of mine, of anything really, when you got your fruit punch or your Tropical Punch gum or candy or any kind of drink like this. It isn't really like my cup of tea, I guess you could say. Not my bottle of Prime. But it's still good no matter what. So it still has a good smell. These all do smell good. So, Tropical Punch, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try now. Sorry, went down the wrong pipe a little bit. But yeah, this is good. I mean, I would definitely finish all of these. Like, there's not one of these that I would not finish or spit up or anything, I'm not going to spit it out and do a spit take with it. But Tropical Punch, in my opinion, is not as good as Ice Pop. I would rank Tropical Punch... I would put it at like an 82. It's still good, I mean, it's got to be really good for me to rank it in the 90s. But, I mean, it's still good. It's still a flavor that everybody can get behind. But for me, I think Tropical Punch is a B tier flavor, and being at 82, it may not, coincide with being in B tier, but in my opinion, it's still a good flavor. I like it. It's just not the flavor I would pick if I was to choose a flavor at like gas station or somewhere. I wouldn't choose Tropical Punch, but I'll still drink it. no matter what, you know. So the next flavor is a very fan favorite flavor of many different items, whether it's drinks or candy, and that is blue raspberry. Now, blue raspberry, a lot of people love blue raspberry candy and like the Jolly Ranchers and stuff like that. But this flavor of Prime, and it's a sleek blue bottle. I've had this flavor many times. I'm not that big of a fan of like blue raspberry candy. I'll still eat it or whatever, whether it's eating it or drinking it or candy, drinks, anything. I'll have it, but it's not my go-to, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going directly for blue raspberry. But blue raspberry Prime is still a good flavor, and I'm pretty sure it's a favorite of a lot of people's that drink this, so got a good smell. I'm just smelling all of these, apparently. I wasn't planning on smelling them, but, I mean, hey, it's got to have a good smell for it to have a good taste, so let's give blue raspberry a try. Oh, yeah, it hits the spot. That's good. That's really good. It's definitely better than Tropical Punch. I don't think it's as good as Ice Pop, though. Ice Pop is still ahead of them. I would put blue raspberry like right behind it at an 86 because it's still good. I still can drink it and enjoy it, but like I said, I mean, it's not a go-to of mine. But yeah, it's still a top flavor that I can get behind and enjoy. So, yeah. Blue raspberry gets a solid 86, and I am going to put it in A tier, actually, right behind Ice Pop in the A tier. So, next up is lemon lime in a nice green bottle. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Now, lemon lime, as of right now, has got to be one of my favorite flavors. It's definitely in like the top 3. Out of all these 9 flavors, it's definitely up there for me. I love lemon lime flavored anything. You know, Sprite is really good. I'm not that big of a fan of Starry right now. It'll grow on me. I was a Sierra Mist guy before Starry. I'm always been a fan of Sprite, though, and 7-Up and all that kind of stuff, but oh, it smells so good. This one just smells great. Like, I love that smell, but lemon lime in a nice green bottle, and it's a green liquid as well, so let's go ahead and give lemon lime a try. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to end up drinking all of it. But lemon lime, man, it's head and shoulders above all these others so far. I mean, it's way better than Ice Pop in my opinion. Lemon lime is so good. I would definitely put lemon lime in. Man, am I going to do it? Lemon lime Prime would definitely be, I got to put it at like a 96. Because I know that it's up there for me because it's good. It's like not full of sugar and all these other bad things for you. It's great tasting. It's just a great flavor. I love it. It's just so good. And I can just drink the rest of it right now if I wanted to. Which I do want to, but for the sake of this podcast, I won't do that right now. But yeah, it's a 96, and you know dang well that lemon lime is going straight up to the S tier. Because to me, it is just that good. I can't deny lemon lime not being top tier for me personally. It's just that good, and I can't deny it. So yeah, but the next flavor is actually one of my other top flavors, and that's why I was going to get difficult right now, is because the next flavor is orange. Now, for y'all that have been listening for such a long time, you know that I'm an orange soda guy. I love me some orange soda. You know, some Sunkist, some Fanta, getting into that orange soda, especially in a glass bottle. Oh, Now, if Prime was in a glass bottle, that lemon lime and this orange might be really close, neck and neck, almost to 100. I got to tell you that. But I've never had all of these back to back like I am right now, and that's why I'm giving y'all the most honest review that I can give. Now, this orange bottle, it was in the fridge and it was shoved into the back. And it got a little frozen, so I'm trying to be really careful not to spill any anywhere. So yeah, orange is a very good flavor of mine. I definitely think it's going to be right up there with lemon lime. I don't know if it's going to be ahead or below it, but let's go ahead and try it and find out. Oh yeah, that's a good flavor. Honestly, I gotta put orange right behind lemon lime. I gave lemon lime a 96. I'm gonna give orange a 95 because I don't know. There's just something about the lemon lime that makes it silky smooth, and like that may not make sense, but it makes it smooth on the way down. It's like it's not, it's not obstructing my intake of the liquid. It's not, got a weird flavor to it. They don't have any aftertaste. They're like, the aftertaste of all of these is non-existent, which is great. I'm not going to be tasting an orange Prime later. But orange and lemon lime are both going to be sitting comfortably in the S tier for me. And orange right behind lemon lime with a 95. So the next flavor, when I said top 3, that this was my third in the top 3 as of right now, and that is grape, surprisingly. I don't know if that surprises people or not, but for people who know me, I have always been a fan of grape soda. I love a good fan of grape, and like I said before, if it was in a glass bottle, like grape soda is really good in my opinion. I know some people hate on grape soda, like they may not like grape soda as much as other kinds, and I understand that. But grape soda, in my opinion, is a very good flavor. I love grape candy, like grape Jolly Ranchers and stuff. It may not taste like grapes, like the actual fruit, but grape soda and grape flavoring is a really good flavor, in my opinion. So we have grape Prime here. And I'm definitely going to end up starting to burp here in a minute from drinking all these. But yeah, grape soda, or grape Prime, I should say. Grape Prime, let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh yeah, that's good. Really good. I would definitely put this behind lemon, lime, and orange on the 0 to 100 scale. It's still really good, and I like it. But I'm going to have to just give it a 91. It's good in my opinion. I don't, I'm definitely putting it in the S tier because I could drink grape all day. But I don't, it's not on par with lemon, lime, and orange, but it's better than the others in my opinion because it has a very distinct flavor, and it is the flavor that I like. And it may not be for everybody, and I understand that, but this is where I'm ranking it personally, and that is where I think that it should go, with a 91 behind lemon, lime, and orange, which have a 96 and a 95. So we got 3 drinks left. The next one is the next one that actually came out. Apparently all of these 5 that I have ranked, has it been 5? No, 6 that I have ranked so far. Those were some of the originals mainly. The next 3, I remember when actually these 3 came out. They all didn't come out at the same time, but we're going kind of like chronologically when they came out. And the next flavor is called Meta Moon. It's in a white bottle. I don't know what flavor it is. I don't know what the actual flavor of it is. Shake well before opening. Okay. If you're allergic to coconuts or any kind of tree nut allergy, you should not try any of these, by the way. I think it's like grapefruit or something. Gluten-free, caffeine-free. Yeah, I don't know what flavor this is, but it's called Metamoon, and it's in a white bottle, and it looks nice, and last time I had it, it tasted good, too, so let's go ahead and crack it open. Smells good. So, Metamoon, I think I've had like once or twice. I've had probably this this one and the next two are the ones I've had the least, because I've had mainly the OGs since liking this drink. But yeah, Metamoon, let's go ahead and give it a try. Ooh, okay, that's a nice flavor. Okay, I like it. One more sip. Interesting. Okay, it has a bit of a... This one, as of so far, tastes the closest to any kind of candy or like a cotton candy flavor. It's kind of weird. It definitely has that candy feel to it when you drink it. You know, you drink it and you can tell, like, okay, this has sugar in it. Like, I don't know what it is, but this definitely has some sugar in it. And it has 2 grams. And all these others are either 1 or 2 grams. So, I can taste it, definitely. Ranking it against these others, I would have to put it... Man. I would put it... Compared to the others, I think I would put it like right around Tropical Punch, honestly, down towards the bottom. I think it tastes... You know, they're both very different, but I would put Metamoon at an 83 and put it in B tier with Tropical Punch, because it kind of just tastes like too much like candy, in my opinion. Like, it's that flavor of, you know, that's like, like, am I chewing like gum or some type of taffy, or am I drinking a drink? You know, it's got that feeling of candy, you know, and you may not want that feeling when you're drinking this, but overall, it's still a good flavor. I like it, and I like all of these, but it's going to sit above Tropical Punch, and it's going to be at an 83 in the B tier. So the next flavor we have is Strawberry Watermelon, and it is in a pink bottle. I've had this, I've honestly maybe had this like maybe once, but let's go ahead and crack this open. Alright. So it got a funky smell to it. Yeah, so I mean, it smells good. Strawberry watermelon. I think I've had this, like I said, like once or twice, maybe. I don't really remember having it that much. And the reason I haven't had the next one that much is only because it just came out. But yeah, I love strawberry flavored stuff and watermelon flavored stuff. Like I've said before, watermelon flavored candy is probably my favorite flavor, like the watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Those are really good. But let's go ahead and try this and see how it ranks up against the rest of the Prime. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. It's good. It's definitely going to go towards the bottom of the barrel with Tropical Punch and Metamoon, which it's a very tall barrel because they're in the 80s. So it's like there's not really much of a bottom because they're all good. I'd put Strawberry Watermelon literally a point above Metamoon at 84. It's good. Like I said before, it's not, outstanding and super great, and good as all the others, and that's why Strawberry Watermelon is also going in B tier on the tier list. But I I like it. It's still good. Like I've said before, there is no bad flavor of Prime. It just depends on what your preferences are of the flavor. And that's going to depict what your favorite is. I mean, so far it's been lemon, lime, orange, and grape are my top 3 in S tier. And all in 90s scores, which I rarely give out. This has got to be like the highest average of any episode I've ever done. Because they're all in the 80s and 90s. But yeah, it's got a weird, like, it does taste like strawberry watermelon is there. It's there. You can taste it, but it's like, it's not too strong, but it still has that candy taste to it. The overall candy, like, feeling and flavor of it. But it's still good. I still drink it, and, I can understand why this may not be everybody's favorite flavor, but it's still pretty good. So the last and final flavor, which literally came out like a few weeks ago, in a slick yellow bottle, and that is, of course, lemonade. Now, I've had this only once. I had it literally like last week. So I had it for the first time last week because that's when I first saw it in a gas station. I wanted to go ahead and try it. And I do remember liking it, but I don't really remember tasting any lemonade there. So I want to see how close it is to actually tasting like lemonade or anything like that right now. So let's go ahead and try the final flavor of Prime, being lemonade. Okay, interesting. It's good. It is good. I do like it. Interesting. So, to me, it is better than Tropical Punch, Meta Moon, and Strawberry Watermelon. I don't think it's S tier. It's definitely not in the 90s. I would probably put this between... I would put this right at with Blue Raspberry, because at an 86 to tie with Blue Raspberry, and also put it in the A tier, because it's very good. I do like it. It's just that there's flavor there, and if you didn't know it was lemonade, like if you did a blind taste test with this, you probably could not tell what flavor this is. At least I can't. And that just may be me. But I still like it. It's still good. It still goes down smoothly. It's just that there's no prominent flavor to it. But that's not going to stop me from getting it and still enjoying the flavor that is there. But overall, it's still good, and I would still drink it and still enjoy the flavor that's there, So yeah. So that is the end of the official tier list. We're going to go down the scores first from bottom to top. We have got Tropical Punch at an 82, Meta Moon at an 83, Strawberry Watermelon at a 84, Blue Raspberry and Lemonade tied at an 86, Ice Pop at 87, Grape at a 91, Orange at a 95, and Lemon Lime with probably one of the highest scores I have ever given on an episode before, on a review here on episode 180, with Lemon Lime sitting at a high 96. And kicking it over to the tier list, of course, that would be putting Tropical Punch, Meta Moon, and Strawberry Lemonade at B tier, Ice Pop, Blue Raspberry Lemonade at A tier, and Lemon Lime, Orange, and Grape all in S tier. And you can check out the picture of all of these drinks next to each other, as well as the picture of the tier list over on the official Instagram page, which is I mentioned before, and there's also the username is down in the description. So if you have any suggestions of a drink flavors, candies, food items that you would like for me to review in the future, please comment them down below in the YouTube version of this episode on my YouTube channel, which there is also a link down in the description for that you can tap or click on and go to that. And you can go ahead and subscribe as well. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I think that's going to do it for this week. As always, please rate and subscribe. And if you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Make sure you follow the Toddcast on Instagram for all your updates and Toddcast needs, and tell your friends and family to give it a listen. And thank all of you once again for listening to this episode. If you want to know what's going to happen next week, we're just going to tune in to find out. Only on the Toddcast.